My name is Ken Dixon, and this is the morning update from the Sanborn Dixon Company. On Bitcoin, we are testing the upper trend line after a very nasty fake out for the bears yesterday. So we'll see what happens with this. I wouldn't really trust a breakout on the top side just yet. We'll have to see how that kind of plays out. I am still biased towards the bears. Let's close out the daily above $39,000, and I will go in and reevaluate that. Even though it can seem like it sometimes, crypto is not the circus. We are not here to catch knives or blow fire or any of that shit. We are here to make money, so we wait to confirm the trend. On Ethereum, it's kind of lethargic right now. There is actually a news story I'm going to cover later on in this segment regarding the lack of movement from Ethereum after that big Bitcoin run up yesterday. As far as price action is concerned, we're still kind of bouncing around between the moving 200 and the moving 50 on the 12-hour chart. As the 50 moves closer to the 200 with that impending death cross on the 12-hour, it's got to break one way or the other. We'll just have to wait and kind of see what Bitcoin does. I mean, at this point, I don't think Ethereum has anything to do with its own price action. Everything is on Bitcoin. For some reason, it was on the Dogecoin chart that this really kind of stuck out to me, which is, altcoins had the same failure of this trend line that Bitcoin showed, but it did not have the same response of creating a fake out. Okay, this tells me that there's a lot of mistrust in that price action of Bitcoin right now, which, of course, that makes logical sense to me, because when the overall market and the technical analysis are all pointing to a continuation of the downtrend, and then all of a sudden you have a shot right back up, that screams manipulation. It doesn't say anything about the actual change of the market. It just kind of says this is temporary, and we can see that in our altcoin price action at this point. Once again, Solana is just kind of doing its own thing out here. It has now printed a golden cross on the 4-hour, which is something we'll keep an eye on to see if it can continue that trend up the timeline a little bit further. It seems that we were not the only ones that noticed the Ethereum and altcoin price action funkiness going on with the last Bitcoin run-up, as Bloomberg has released a story with kind of a fatalistic take on Ethereum side of things. But it was funky price action, but it's stuff that we've seen before. That's why, you can essentially assume that it's just mistrust in the market. It's nothing permanent. It's nothing like an Ethereum killer. It's just kind of how crypto goes. And JP Morgan sees a signal of coming bear market after a 50% drop from the top and a loss of about $30,000. They see a signal of it now. Okay, so pay attention, people. There's a signal that we could be in a bear market. It's just a signal, though. It's not an actual confirmation. We just could be after a 50% drop. Don't get me wrong. I love the adoption of cryptocurrency by mainstream and by all of these other people. But generally speaking, I would assume that by the time you get ready to retire, you would want those funds, that investment, in something a little less risky than friggin' cryptocurrency. And the New York Times wins first place for the dumbest damn headline of the day, with pipeline investigation upends idea that Bitcoin is untraceable. It's a public frickin' ledger. Anonymity on most blockchains comes from the idea that no one knows who is associated with various public keys. Okay, so if you associate yourself with a public key, guess what? People are going to know how much Bitcoin you have. So as an example of just how wonky things are right now in the midst of this mass adoption for cryptocurrency, so earlier I showed you a Wall Street Journal article stating that crypto is now going to be put into 401k plans. Now we've got Bloomberg with Bitcoin put in highest risk category in bank capital plan. Essentially, they're telling the banks, if you're going to hold crypto, we're going to hold you to a higher standard, okay? So which is it? Is it safe enough to put into all these little shitty 401k plans, or is it too risky for even banks to hold? You need to make up your mind here. And on the Ethereum front, May was a monster month once again for Ethereum 2.0. This is just more evidence to support the position that you don't ever fade Vitalik, okay? Don't fade Big V. The man's a Martian, just like Elon, okay? That's why they hit it off so well. The two damn Martians here for some reason, I don't understand. And that has been the morning update from the Sanborn Dixon Company. Please remember that nothing you've seen here should be misconstrued as financial advice. Do your own damn research. Don't take your advice from weird people on the internet that make videos, okay? Y'all have a good day. We'll see you later.